Hello, everyone. Welcome to Regeneration Essentials. My name is Kenneth Coyle. I want to let you know a little bit about me, and that's the reason this video is out. Again, my name is Kenneth Coyle. I'm a registered nurse, a licensed school teacher. I have a bachelor's in nursing, a bachelor's in education, and a master's in educational leadership. I've been in nursing for about the last 15 years, on and off. I worked all throughout the COVID pandemic, and I've been actually teaching in healthcare for the last 10 years. I still currently teach health sciences at the high school level, mainly anatomy and physiology, foundations of medicine, essentials of healthcare, and so forth. Again, this channel is going to be devoted to more of a holistic approach because uh, I am tired of a lot of doctors putting people in a box and they say it's a normal sign of aging. And that really bugs me because a lot of times when you have somebody that's 70 years old and somebody that's 50 years old, and the 70-year-old is in way better shape, way better skin, way more energy than the 50-year-old, there is a reason for that. Now, a lot of times it could be diet, exercise, and genetics, but at the same time, is there some way we can actually improve your life? And again, that's what this channel is about. A few years ago, about 5 years ago, I ran into a professor by the name of David Sinclair, and he found out that sirtuin genes actually turn on longevity genes, basically allowing our cells to make proteins similar to the way they were when we were younger. And if we can clear out some of those older cells that need to die and produce more cells that were like when we were younger, overall, we should either be able to age at a slower rate or at least age and maintain our current health status. As we age, those senescent cells add up. They put off a lot of different chemicals, and those chemicals actually speed up the signs of aging. If you've ever seen somebody that was 70 years old and the next thing you know, they're 75, 80, when they're closer to the end of their life, my goodness, there is such a drastic change. And it's because everything is speeding up because there's more cells that are not producing the correct protein. Now, this David Sinclair, again, I could go into a lot of different information, but for right now, I just want you to know a little bit about me and how I'm going to set this channel up. No one wants to go to the doctor and hear them say, oh, it's just a sign of aging. Here's a pill. We're going to take care of that symptom. They may take care of the symptom, but they don't take care of the underlying problem. And that's where I come in. There's a lot of gurus out here that actually have a channel, but they haven't actually worked in the trenches. I worked in medical terminology. I worked in medical surgical. I worked in ICU. I worked in telemetry. I've worked a little bit in the ER side because the last place I worked, and this was during the COVID pandemic, I worked at a satellite hospital where I was the admissions nurse, but at the same time, I worked in the ER. That's what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So I know a little bit about what's going on with the human body. I have seen it firsthand. I have seen how aging and disease process can actually catch up with a person. So that's where I come in. I can teach you and give you stories and allow you to understand it better than somebody that's just trying to sell you a product. Again, I will probably have some type of affiliate marketing with some supplement companies, but I'm going to be a teacher. Again, I've been teaching for the last 11 years and it's high schoolers. And sometimes it's hard to get through to a high schooler. So I know how to teach. A person told me one time, tell them what you're going to teach them the information, and then tell them what you taught them. And if you go with that approach, you are going to learn that information. You're going to be able to take what you learn, put it into practice, and improve your life. And not only that, if you teach somebody else, you're actually learning. There's no better way to learn than actually teach somebody else. So again, it's going to be more of a holistic approach. We're going to go over diet, exercise. Exercise is a big one, and supplements. Again, there are specific supplements that we can take right now that activate sirtuin genes, which are called longevity genes, that can actually extend our lifespan and maybe clear up some of those old senescent cells that are giving off those bad chemicals that speed up that chain reaction of aging. Again, if you like this type of content and you're interested in learning more, click follow. I think you'll be very interested in what I can actually give you as a nurse and an educator. Take care.